I am 19 and $60,000 in debt. And this isn't just a number on a screen. This week I actually got some letters in the mail. This is just what I received this week, okay? I have a bunch more in my truck that I have not gotten. And that alone is $8,000 in debt. It includes credit cards, being late on payments for my sport bike, tollways in Dallas. It's getting bad. And I wanted to show this because it's very real. And if I don't fix my life soon, it's only gonna get worse. So today, I'm back to day trading. Now, my goal is to become profitable or get my first payout from a funded account in 30 days. Now, this isn't 30 days in a row. This is 30 days of my own time where I actually get to sit down. For instance, episode 1 was filmed 3 days ago. I have not done anything related to day trading since then. I'm extremely busy doing other things to get out of debt because I can't just rely on this. So this is day 2 of me sitting down and actually learning how to trade. So in the last episode, I went over candlesticks, fair value gaps, and a couple of other things. And I also opened my first funded account. So I have a 50K account through Top Step. And then on top of that, I also have a demo account through TradingView where I took my first trade. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea what I was doing. I was just clicking buttons, trying to understand how everything works, and I got lucky. I profited a little bit. However, this is exactly how people lose money, and I don't recommend it. Now, I mentioned as well when I took that trade that I had no idea what to look for. So when I back tested, I didn't know what I was looking at. I don't know why the trade was good. However, the comments on the last video helped a ton. Now, Tech Through History so kindly told me exactly what I did right. He said I traded a bullish breakout on a higher time frame, such as the 15-minute. It is likely the trend was bearish, so what you did unintentionally is this. You waited for buy-side liquidity to be swept or pending bearish orders and stop losses. You saw bullish order flow as indicated by the bullish fair value gap or fair value gap and by the engulfing bullish candlesticks. Now, do I know exactly what he's saying? No, but hopefully this helps y'all out as to why I did it right. And I can take this information and go back, look at that trade and see what he means so that way I know what to pick up on. So to reflect on what I learned last time, candlesticks, I kind of learned how to read candlesticks to the best of my ability. I learned that which candlesticks have a lot of buying power, which candlesticks have a lot of selling power, and I took notes of all of it. I also found out what bullish structure looks like, bearish structure, and so on. And then on top of that, I learned a little bit about swing highs, swing lows, buy side liquidity, and sell side liquidity, and took some notes of that. And then I took my first trade. So instead of just taking random trades again, I actually need some kind of plan. One thing that I realized is just because the price is good in an area does not mean that you should enter the trade. You want to wait for confirmation, whether that's reaction or rejection, etc. And like I said, paying attention to market structure, the higher highs, the higher lows equals bullish, and the lower highs and the lower lows equals bearish. And this is exactly what tells you the direction the market's going in. All right, well, I just recorded 30 minutes of footage and it has no audio. So I'm a little bit frustrated right now, so I'm going to speed run everything that I just talked about for 30 minutes. All right, so let's go over market structure real quick. We're gonna talk about higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, and lower lows. This right here is a higher high. This right here is a higher low, higher high, higher low. And then now we're gonna go into lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and lower lows. So this right here is gonna be bullish. And then all this right here is going to be bearish. You get the point. And then if we zoom in a little bit right here, this right here is liquidity. I don't know why my drawing thing went away, but boom, right here, reaches a high, goes back down, gets swept, and boom, bullish liquidity. Okay, and then my understanding, now I might be wrong, but this right here, and then it's swooping low, is called break of structure. Okay, so the higher highs and higher lows and so on is called market structure, and that shows you the trend. But what actually tells you the trend is right here, this line, and then going down, which is break of structure. You got to pay attention for all this because this is where things start to flip, and it goes from bullish to bearish. And that's when you buy here, you don't want to sell here. Right here is where you want to sell. I really appreciate all the support on last video. It was tremendous. Like, I'm blown away. If you enjoy this type of content and following along, don't forget to follow me on all other platforms. It's at I'm Zane Reed. I post a ton of content. I'm posting mini vlogs every single day of me getting out of debt and what I'm doing to do so, because I'm doing a lot more than just trading. Now, I know this video was quick. I'm very frustrated right now. I think I talked about quite a bit more, but I just don't have the energy at this point. So with that being said, I was gonna go over the market and watch it live. However, we're going into Friday, so everything as of right now is closed. It's 12 a.m. and I can't do that. So with that being said, I think Sunday night I'm gonna go over that and I'm gonna add it to the next video, and I'm gonna actually study the charts live. That way I can start picking up on things, and then within the next, I would say 7 days or so, I want to start taking trades on the funded account because I only have 30 days to profit. And so I have to start trading ASAP, learning from my mistakes and moving forward. So I have 3 funded accounts, and if I blow one, so be it. but I have 30 days to become profitable, so I think that's my best option. Is to study the markets live, watch other people trade live, study, and then execute, hopefully not fail, but if I fail, repeat, learn what I did, move forward, and get funded ASAP. I'm sorry that I didn't teach or learn much in this video, but I hope you enjoyed. I'm super motivated and excited to do this and take you all along my journey. So I'll see y'all Monday.